Okay, it's now streaming. And let me share my screen for today's agenda. Here's my screen.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get started. Today we have 3 topics I collected. The first one is about the 1.1.0 release plan. Second one is the continuous discussion of the org maintainers. And the third one is a small one. It's about asking for a vote for our new repository. The purpose is for the timestamping implementation. So let's start from the first one. Let me open the tab. Okay. So this is our planning board. We have a 1.1.0. Previously, the original plan is last year, but we didn't manage to complete any features yet, so it was delayed. And today I want to align with the community about the new date and the scope. So this is the current work items that we planned for 1.1. We made some adjustments. So initially we have trust policies and also sign local container images before pushing them to the registry. But we moved those work items to the future release. So what we have is the plugin installation. So for this feature, we only have 1 PR left. And those PR is according to the Pritesh's comments. I think I just checked the PR that it seems that Pritesh provided some comments, so maybe Patrick can take a look. There are other things. Let's check the P0 work items. They are feature sign arbitrary data. Let me check whether Rakesh joined. Okay, Rakesh joined. So for this feature, we did some discussion before the holidays, and it seems that we also need to do some enhancements on the trust policy. So I would like to hear any comments from Rakesh about the new date for the sign and verifying arbitrary data. And maybe we can adjust the 1.1 plan to exclude this feature and include it in the next release.
Yeah, I think we'll have to delay this one. We still haven't decided how we allow users to select policies, since arbitrary blobs can be coming from anywhere, unlike OCA images. So I'm writing up a proposal on it, and it takes some time. I do not have any concrete dates at the moment, but my guess is that this will be done after 1.1.
Okay, thanks. So I think from feature point of view for 1.1, we will have the plugin. management, we will have new commands to install or uninstall plugins. There are other small things also listed in this spot, but those are the P1 priority. So if we can complete them in time, we can include it in 1.1. So my proposal is that we can move the sign arbitrary data to the 1.2 release. And for the 1.1 release, I propose in the middle of January. I think it's around, I think it's around January 16th. So do you have any comments? Basically, 2 weeks, around 2 weeks from now. And in this release, the feature plugin installation, plugin management is the key one. We needed to complete this feature. And as I mentioned, we only have one PR left. For others, let's also include it in the 1.1 at this moment with lower priority. So if we can complete them by January the 16th, then we will release them. Yeah, any comments on this?
I have a small comment on
Yeah, please.
the scope of V1.1. We have another PR to define the error guideline, the error message guideline for notation CLI. So I think in 1.1, I think we can try to finalize that spec and make it being a part of V1.1. And then for the implementation side, I think we can finish all of those error message enhancements in 1.1. In a new patch release. I think it should be 1.1.1 because the error message enhancements are not features. Those are very small enhancements. So I think it is acceptable to propose a new patch release to resolve those enhancements for some error messages. If we cannot catch the 1.1 to finalize all of those implementation work for error message, I think we can propose a new patch release for that.
Okay. I think it's this work
Correct.
item, right?
Yeah.
So it's I think it's a P1 priority comparing to the plugin management and other features that we initially planned. And if we can complete it for the guidance, if we can complete it in 2 weeks time frame, we can release the guideline, and also later we will see whether we can also include some work items in 1.1 based on the status of the guideline. So in 2 weeks, we may be able to include some implementation work, but we will see based on the review results of this guidance. And later, as you mentioned, we can plan the patch release, and also, of course, in 1.2, we will include all the necessary enhancements for this. Okay. Any comments from other folks? Okay. So I will take a note we will have the 1.1 in after 2 weeks in general the 16th, and the feature we would like to include is plugin management. And for signing up to the data, we need more time. This feature will be planned in 1.2. And for other work items with low priority, let's see how many we can complete them in 2 weeks. Okay, let me
I
see.
think I
Yeah.
missed the initial conversation. Is there any place where I can see what all is included in notation 1.1?
Yeah, we have one. Let me open that. Just a moment. Yes, initially we have an issue that let me find that. I think it's created by Pritesh.
Yeah, you can find from the closed issue. It was closed in November.
Yeah, this one. Right. I have a list. Let me go to that comment. Yeah, this is the initial plan, especially for the features that we want to deliver in this minor release 1.1. So this is the initial scope. We have assigned verify up-to-date data. We have assigned local container images before they are pushed to registry, and the plugin installation, and also the trust policy enhancements, some new commands, and also some improvements for trust policies. This is not the trust policy that Rakesh you are working on. So this is the initial scope, and we also align that we will have a dated release, which means that by this date, if we have any feature released, then we will cut the release. Otherwise, we will be always delaying the release. So
Okay.
yeah. So by last year, we didn't manage to complete any features. And early this week, it's promising that we can release plugin installation. There's only one PR left with some small enhancements suggested by Pritesh. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, let me switch back. So the next topic is about the org maintainers. The election for the org maintainers. As you know, that before the holidays, we had a discussion. Basically, we also have Nias joined at that meeting. We discussed the org maintainers plan and also what we are going to do. And after that, I create. Let me also switch to those. Yes. After that, I create an issue. That issue we summarized all the current sub-project, Notary project, sub-project maintenance activities. So because in that meeting we aligned that we can we will select the Notary project, sub-project maintainers for org maintainers, and this is also written down in the Notary project governance guidance. So I prepared this issue with a summary of all the activities for project maintenance, including the meeting participants status, issues, PR status that the maintainers are involved, and also some other activities like KubeCon activities, security audit activities that maintainers are involved. And with that, I created two issues to nominate Toddy and Shui as the org maintainer. And I think this one is from Mingling, created the issue to nominate Pradesh for the organ maintainers. So, and if you open each issues, we already received votes from different from maintainers and also from organ maintainers as well. So this is the status before the holidays. So I think we should continue the continuous the votes for the new organ maintainers. We're still missing missing votes from, for example, from NIAS. And some issue we also some votes we also missed the votes from other organ maintainers. So we needed to continue the vote process, and also there are some other things we want to discuss as listed by Toddy previously, but we didn't manage to have the meeting to discuss it. So if you can you see in the screen we also have Toddy also have listed some items and proposals for the continuous discussion and the process for the organ maintainers. So the second topic is to discuss the next step and also align the items that Toddy prepared previously.
Hey, sorry, I'm driving, but can we maybe go item by item and kind of get opinions from the participants today?
Yeah, sure. So the first item is about, since you are driving, so I will read it. It's about what is the total number of organ maintainers we will have. So currently we have 3 organ maintainers, Nias, Steve, and Justin. So what is the total number of organ maintainers? Yeah, we will have.
So regarding the current kind of number, so based on the governance documentation, they 3 actually we discussed that they will go to emeritus because they had no activities over the last several months, right? Except maybe occasional activities here and there. Nias was supposed to write some additional kind of updates that we wanted to accept in the governance, but I think that can be done in parallel. But it will be good if we come up with some number, because I think Nias and Milind, they also nominated some other folks. It will be good if we, like Vani and I think you are here in the meeting. Have you had this discussion with Nias and Milind, or?
Yes, Rakesh, correct me if I'm wrong. I think we were also thinking Pritesh to be the maintainer, right? One of the maintainer.
Yeah, I remember there were some nominations that were made before the holidays, but I don't remember whether it was Milind and Pritesh or Milind, Pritesh and somebody else. I do we have the issues? Like, can we look up the issues, Yi?
Yeah, I think it's Pradesh.
I
Let
think it's
me open the
Pritesh.
issue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let me check one second.
Yeah, can you see my screen? It's Pradesh, nominated by Meaning.
Yeah.
So currently, in total, we have 3 nominations, Toddy, Shui, and Pradesh.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I think we need more people, because, like, if we end up again with kind of 3 maintainers, it will be hard. So my proposal would be to have maybe at least 6 maintainers. organizational maintainers that can vote.
Toddy, do you mean nominating 6 new org maintainers, or we should count the original org maintainers, original 3 org maintainers?
I am saying nominating 6 new, having in mind the kind of the lack of participation of the current 3 organizational maintainers. So I think we discussed that because we had troubles getting their participation and approving governance items. We need to have active people who are participating in the project to also be org maintainers. To answer your question, yeah, six new org maintainers.
Yes, and I agree that we can keep the total number of org maintainers is 3. Sorry, 6. And but I think we can do that iteratively. I mean, if those original org maintainers are still in the seats, I think we keep 6. But after the original 3 maintainers moved to the emeritus, we can nominate 3 new maintainers at that moment.
So I'm a little bit struggling with kind of how do we do that. The reason being is like, according to the governance, the current 3 maintainers, they need to go in emeritus status, right? So are you saying that we just elect 3 new maintainers, or are you saying that we just elect 6 new maintainers? My proposal was to elect 6 new maintainers from the set of active people on the project, which will kind of bring the total org maintainers to 9, and then we can actually get Justin, Nias, and Steve into emeritus status. And we'll be left with 6.
So the total number of org maintainers, the proposal is 6, right?
Yes, 6 active maintainers.
Looks like that was an open question, right, Toddy? And you're proposing it to be 6 right now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
So Will Wani, I think today we don't have other maintainers joined as well.
Yeah.
So the proposal is from the long run, we will have a totally 6 org maintainers.
Can we maybe file an issue for that and kind of
exactly.
put that
That's
to
what I
a
was
vote?
about to ask.
Yeah.
If we just create an issue about 6 proposals, about 6 maintainers on the proposal, then I think we can make a comment on that.
Yeah.
I can discuss about that internally and see by Thursday if there is any update. I'm not sure, but I'll try to get the update.
Okay, thank you. So for this first item, the action is that we will create an issue for the agreement on the total number of org maintainers, and the proposal is to have 6 org maintainers. Okay. And for this one, I can create an issue for that. Okay. The next one is, what is the agreed upon diversity of maintainers? So Todi, could you share more information about this as well?
Yeah, of course. So from the current set of kind of active sub-project maintainers, we mainly have folks from AWS and Microsoft. Our overall goal should be kind of to increase the diversity and have independents and from other companies. Unfortunately, for kind of how the current governance is set up, only the active sub-project maintainers can become maintainer, which means that right now we are reducing the kind of the diversity from 3 companies. Previously, we had Docker to kind of maybe 2, but the goal is to actually increase that in the future. One of the things that we can do is like, we can say, look, despite the fact that, for example, Justin Cormack is not meeting the criteria for organizational maintainer, we would like to keep Justin as maintainer. So this is kind of open for discussion how we would like to approach it. Or we can go and nominate somebody else from Docker or somebody else from different organization. I know that Ivan Wallis from Venify expressed interest, although he doesn't qualify right now based on the governance documents. So the question here is, how do we want to structure this? And can we say, let's say we have 2 from AWS, 2 from Microsoft, we keep Justin, and we maybe nominate Ivan, and we kind of work with them in order to be more active, or replace Justin from somebody else from Docker. This is kind of the overall question. How do we want to do it? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It does.
Yes. So that means we also need to we need to revisit the current governance guideline. And
the best way to do that is to, again, let's file an issue where we describe this question and say, okay, the proposal is, let's say, 2 AWS, 2 Microsoft, 1 Docker, 1 independent, or something like this. And we need to figure out how to manage this. And first, let's put it as a kind of proposal and put it for discussion for at least the next week or so.
Okay, so another issue to for the discussion of this diversity of maintainers and with the proposal. Okay. Okay, this is the second one. The third one is for the results of the voting. Can we have a split votes for current org maintainers and votes from current sub-project maintainers? So this means that we have the nomination for the new org maintainers, right? We want to calculate the votes from
the overall question is that kind of the voting mechanism is like, right now it's only the org maintainers can choose who will be the new maintainers, which kind of gives too much power to the org maintainers and not enough power to the community to decide who will be the org maintainers. we need to have maybe a better and more kind of democratic process to choose the org maintainers, because at the moment the community itself, and especially the sub-project maintainers, they don't have any power to select who will be the org maintainers. And again, most probably what we need to do is to file an issue and describe a proposal, how we would like the voting to happen. And this way we can actually get this discussion and agree on the process for voting.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. We create another issue for discussion, and once we have some alignments, I think we may need to update the some related documents, right, as well. And
yeah, when we have the new, yeah.
Please, sorry.
No, you're correct. I'm just confirming.
Okay, Wani, do you have any comments on this one? We also create an issue for alignments.
No, I don't have any comments yet.
Okay, the first one is a proposal, reach the total number of maintainers before making any other changes in the governance.
How much was it? Wasn't it 2 before or 3 before?
The total number of maintainers, do you mean this? Currently it's 3.
3, right?
Sorry, org maintainers, currently it is 3.
Yeah.
For sub-project maintainers, for each repository, currently, and normally we have 6 sub-project maintainers for the majority of the sub-projects.
So my understanding, based on what Toddy was bringing up, right, based on a 6 maintainer proposal, right, I would say 3, at least we should be able to reach out to 3 maintainers before making any changes. So do we change the 3 to something else, some other number, or we retain 3?
I think this one is, it means that we align on the total number of org maintainers. And we also select new maintainers accordingly in order to reach the total number of org maintainers. Then after that, with all the new org maintainers together with existing org maintainers, with that new setup, then we can make any other changes on the governance. I think this is proposal. Toddy, could you comment?
Sorry, guys, I was distracted here by traffic. Can you repeat the question?
We are discussing the proposal that reaches the total number of maintainers before making any other changes in the governance. So
I think we need to have 6 before we make any other changes to the governance.
Do you mean that we firstly align on the total number and also we select the enough org maintainers? Then after that, with the new setup, we can proceed on other governance changes.
Yes.
Okay. So this one, the item 4, actually should come after the item 1, and also we need to complete the voting process for new org maintainers. Then after that, we will start working on other governments related work that the notary project required. So for this one, do we see any other items that we need to take?
I think I had one more question. I cannot see but can we put some timeline for that? Because the idea was to get this done before the new year. And we've been kind of dragging some of the governance changes for quite a long already. And can we agree on a timeline by when we would like to complete this process and have better governance?
Yes, this is the last item proposal, set a deadline by when the election should be done. So, so based on the current status, we needed to have an issue to align on the total number, right? And also then we need to start voting for new org maintainers if needed. And also we need to align on some other case for electing the org maintainers. So let's me check the calendar. So we can have the issue created this week and the starting discussion. So maybe by Thursday, we also have another occurrence of the project meeting. We can continue the discussion. So maybe how about the third week of January is from January 15th to January 19th. January 6th, I think January 15th, the notary project meeting, we can let's try to conclude that the org maintenance by the January 15th notary project community meeting. It's also a around 2 weeks time frame. This is my proposal.
Sounds good to me.
Sorry, Toddy, you are breaking to me.
I said
Your
that
voice.
it sounds good to me. Vani, Rakesh, any thoughts?
Sorry, Toddy. I missed the question. Sorry about that.
I'm okay with the timeline that he is proposing. Do you think it's feasible?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the deadline, the target date that we are targeting is January the 15th. And in that a notary project committee meeting, we can finalize this. And in this week, as we just discussed, we need the three issues for the first three items showed in the screen. So I will create those items today, and then we can start the discussion. And hopefully, this Thursday we can have some initial results. Okay.
Thank you, Yi.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
The last, let me switch to we have a, the last topic is about the vote for the new timestamp repository. I opened this issue And this is about our new feature for support timestamping. And this new repository is for the implementation of timestamp per the specification RFC 3161, and also including a subset of the PKCS7 libraries. So I created this issue, I think, 2 weeks ago, and I'm asking the governance maintainers for vote. So currently, we have Pritesh Feynman and Shui voted. And from the governance maintainers, let me click this. I think in total we have 6. So I expect that Wani, Toddy, Meaning can take a look at this issue. And if you agree, please vote for this.
Okay.
Yeah, it's better that you can take a look. I know it is late for you today, so maybe tomorrow you can take a look and yeah, comment in the issue.
Are there any alternatives to the repository name? The current name timestamp seems very generic. I wasn't sure if this is related to RFC 3161 or not when I heard the repository name for the first time. Can we be a bit more specific here?
Do you have any proposal?
Nothing at the moment.
Yeah, I think we can give some time that maybe Rakesh, you can later, maybe this week, provide some proposals, and also Toddy, Wani, if you have any suggestions on the repository name, please comment. Then we can ask for a new round voting for this.
Sounds good.
Okay, so I will also write this as a note that some actions need to be taken for the name. Okay. Yeah, that's all the topics for today. We still have 11 minutes. Do we have anything else you want to discuss? No? If no other topics we want to discuss, I think we can close the meeting earlier. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.